Well, the countdown has definitely started for the reopening of Camp Snoopy. There are, however, a couple other things that are going on at the farm that we want to take a look at just because that's just kind of how we roll in the summertime in Southern California. So let's head in and smell what the KNOTTs are cooking.
If you smell
Oh man, the return to that oven, the front gate there. So they are opening the park at 9:30 again, but the main perk of coming at 9:30 is always to ride Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's open. However, they're not letting people on Ghost Rider right now. They're shutting it down right there after the restroom. So getting here early really just kind of guarantees that you're gonna miss whatever crowd may show up at 10. Probably not a big crowd on weekdays just because everybody's going to Soak City right now. I was gonna say I'm a little worried the Silver Bullet might be down today because it's not on the board, but they weren't testing it until right now. It's about 5 minutes till the park opens, and they just started running cars, so they're here. Yeah, we've only got 4 more days left. I don't see this signage happening. They got to cut back trees and stuff to get this done. Not this time.
So you get nothing. You lose.
Good day, sir.
Maybe later in the summer. Looks like they may have a spot plotted out though to put the Snoopy on there. That's got the fishing line that holds the wood stocks up to the sign. So at least there's that. We know where it might go. Okay, so let's talk about it. Camp Snoopy, 4 days away. It should be okay. Basically, everything that they promised they were going to have open should be open. Now, the theater, since they kind of changed the plans of all that, they've buried all of the holes that they had that they were running rebar under, and now it's just gravel. They still have those 2 little cabins over there. I'm not sure if those are going to stay over there or not because they look exactly like the cabins over at the backside of the Beagle Express. Speaking of the Beagle Express, the train's off somewhere doing its thing. They've been testing it pretty much for the last couple of weeks now, but all the scenic is up now. Everything is looking like that's a go for the Beagle Express. Moving over to the Tender Pot Coaster, that's ready to go. They've been testing that for the last couple days too, just some odds and ends. They got the scenic up. Looks like they're ready to bring that wall down. The restroom should be done at the same time right there, and the changing station, I'm assuming, probably should be okay with that. So that whole wall is gonna come down. I'm assuming that whole area is gonna be opened up. The Happy Swing, they moved all that stuff over from the La Palma lot finally, and they started building it up. So that's probably gonna be here on Thursday as well, because that's a real easy thing to put together, just a little flat swingy ride. The Snoopy Racers, obviously, I haven't seen them testing that ride yet, but I'm assuming that they have been. This thing is so covered up now with trees and stuff on the inside. The cars have been on the track for quite a while, but they probably are gonna be okay with that ride as well. Still no word on whether we're gonna get airmail back or not. That's still just sitting as a little desolate landmark. The other thing too that looks kind of cool is they started, since last week, they took all the barrels off the barrel bridge and they started kind of the landscaping changes over in that side for the photo meet and greets and stuff. So that'll be cool. That looks like it's gonna be their next project that they work on. Very much looking forward to Thursday, man. This is gonna be cool. I cannot wait. I never realized how much charm it adds to this side of the park. But speaking of charm, old girl back here looks like she's getting a fresh coat of paint. They got a tarp over on the west rail of the station. So it looks like that's gonna be the first side that they actually work on. This side, however, looks like it's just kind of become the trash heap. That's where they put all their stuff. The scaffolding is all up and everything, but they're probably not going to really get to this side until they're done with that one. Either way, it's very good to see that they start a progression on this ride. So 2025, we get Montezuma back, and then this whole section of the park will be complete. And news like that always makes me want to party, so of course I'm gonna come over to Party City here, Fiesta Village, where it looks like the party hasn't quite gotten to yet.
Boy, this party really died.
2 of the bigger rides still down. One of them is Jaguar, so that's a bit of a shame that we still don't have Jaguar over here, because this is kind of the big attraction of Fiesta Village. So without it, the land seems a little carnival-ish. Yeah, everybody's going against me. I'm going against traffic, so I don't know why, but I'm gonna go this way. Right underneath Silver Bullet here, don't forget, there's all kinds of snacks and all the summer night stuff, all the stuff that happens during summer. We got all the little games and snacks and drinks over there at the end there. So there's a party over here too, guys. Don't miss out before this all goes underwater and becomes
Forsaken.
You know, these horses kind of have a sweetheart shift, don't they? Noon to 6 or whatever it is every day. Wouldn't mind sleeping until noon.
That is why you fail.
I will say this, if you come in the summer when it's generally warmer, it's best to get here early in the morning and get all these rides done as early as you can, because a lot of the people are gonna be at Soak City early when the gates open for rope drop. So this is gonna be like the shortest line you'll get for like the mine ride and the log ride. So keep that in mind. If you're gonna come here first and get here early. You know, there's a rumor months back that they were starting work on a second train here for Accelerator, and that never came to fruition. They're still running just the one train during summer. Now the ride seems to be going okay, but it would be nice to add that second train, really cut down wait times. It's bad enough we got to deal with one train over at Ghost Rider. Having one train here too on like the two far corners, the two big time like popular rides, it's not a great look. So I'm wondering if that's in the plans or not, to get that second train going here at Ghost Rider anytime soon. We're coming back to the boardwalk here. It's like 10:30. This is kind of making my point right now. Like nobody's really back here. There's a bunch of empty cars that are running on hang time. There's a bunch of empty cars in between all these on Ghost Rider. The flat rides over at the wharf are all kind of half empty. So if you do come to the back of the park. You know, a lot of people want to jump on Ghost Rider and get that done. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna be waiting in line regardless with Ghost Rider. It's just kind of the way it is. Come early, work the park backwards. That's my keys to success. As far as the M&T, they're working on it right now, getting some welding done, getting all that stuff done for the, it looks like the skeletal structure of it. Still no timeline on when this is gonna be done, but I would assume once they actually get this part up, they can start actually putting the walls up and then the roof, and then they can start filling it out for something cool. And Berry Tales, once again, can't stand the heat.
If you can't stand the heat, you better stay out of the kitchen.
Back in the old roaring 20s, music is loud and people are trying to get their bumper cars on. You can jump right on these if you get here now. Just saying, back to the park in the mornings, guys. I'm just gonna keep saying it. And before I leave, can I just say that it would be really nice, especially when these days start getting hotter than they already are. It would be so nice to have something in the Walter Knott Theater during the summertime. And I think it would do really well too, not just from people that are escaping the heat, just because people enjoy that sort of entertainment. And you know, taking the entertainment away isn't the best option for shortening some of these lines. I think offering people other things to do, such as shows indoors when it's 90, 95, 100, you're gonna win there. It's easy for me to say that, but I'm just throwing that out there. I think summer needs some sort of indoor show in the Walter Knott Theater. And while the water's rushing over at the Calico River Rapids, the Pony Express is still down. I have no idea why this is still down. I'm assuming just the same thing that always takes it down. A bad case of horseradishitis.
Are you stupid or something?
It's a real thing, look it up. Sometimes I just come here for the peace and quiet. It's relaxing. But today it's too hot. I gotta get out of here. What's going on in Calico? It seems like everybody right now is over at the town hall. They got something going on over there. There's Dr. Watts giving a presentation about some sort of jigamawatts or who's-he what's it.
Or a whatchamacallit.
We still got no word about what's happening with Miss Murphy's. It looks like it's all done in there. They're just kind of waiting, I guess, maybe for a menu or something. I don't know. But I'm assuming they're at least going to be done before Scary Farm so that they can do the buffet in here. It's a lot easier to have access to this side of the park when you're not coming from Miss Knott's Chicken Dinner. That being said, it would be nice to get another place to eat on this side of the park, because there's just the bakery and half-open Miners.
You sound bitter.
Okay, we got a second. So let's talk Scary Farm for a minute. I was able to get a couple different vantage points of whatever's going on there to replace the depths. It looks like an old haunted house. It's got a cool little spider up on the spire there. Whether or not that spire is even connected to the front of the house, I don't know. But we do know that that house is an extension to the warehouse that had the depths in it for the last couple years. We do know that Origins is coming back. They started putting all of the walls up for the Sarah Marshall scene with the grimoire in the middle of it, the finale, as it were. As for whatever is going where Dark Entities is, no idea. Now, I haven't heard anything about a new scare zone this year, so I'm assuming that with Chilling Chambers, because Chilling Chambers is still the same, the little Dark Entities robots are still out there in front of it, but I don't know if they're going to go in the actual maze or not. I'm assuming that we're going to get the Gauntlet again in front of Chilling Chambers, Forsaken Lake, Carnival, Goring 20s, and Ghost Town Streets, which is fine. All those scare zones are awesome.
It's so hot out here.
Milk was a bad choice.
Okay, I'm going to tap. Me and the Heat we don't agree at all on anything. So I'm going to go home, wait around to go pick up the kids from their summer camps. Knots is knots, summer is summer. Josh doesn't like summer.
And I get it!
So I'm gonna go hide from the sun while y'all enjoy the beach or whatever it is that you do. Till we come back to the park again, catch y'all on that flippity flop. Hold on, before you go, I wanna show you how awesome this is. My parking spot was in shade the whole time I was here. Nailed it.